Hey everybody, welcome back to the Cigar Reviews. Today we are looking at this amazing Knuckle Sandwich 57. Let's check it out, shall we? I am just continually blessed by a amazing subscriber, Brandon, which we've got 2 left of his picks this week. And I'm telling you, if you haven't watched the last few videos, I feel bad for you because there is some amazing stuff in there. And this is definitely one of them. I haven't even had it yet, and I can tell. So listen. Crazy. I can't. We're a little close here, guys. We're a little close here. I couldn't find this on Cigar International, so I'm like, what is the deal here? And with the rarity of the other few cigars that we've had in the last few days, I thought I better just take this to Google straight away. I'm not going to keep scrolling through here. And the first thing I see is Knuckle Sandwich 57 begins shipping today. This is February 4th of 2025. I got these cigars like a week, maybe 2 after that. So this is like just released. I don't know who you are, but man, finger on the pulse of cigars. Amazing. On January 22nd, Guy Fieri turned 57. Today, the cigar celebrating his birthday begins shipping to stores. The Knuckle Sandwich marks the 3rd year in a row that Fieri has celebrated his birthday with a cigar. And the blend remains the same as used for those 2 previous cigars. The wrapper comes from Mexico's San Andreas region, while the binder and fillers are Nicaraguan. This year's version is a 5 by 3/4 by 55 Robusto Gordo that gets an oval press. Ding. I lost it. A midway point between a round cigar and a full box pressed with squared corners. Not really squared at all. The size is very similar to the Knuckle Sandwich 55, the first such birthday cigar that came out in 2023. Yada yada. Production is limited to 1,700 boxes of 10. So that is not very many. And it's produced by the San Lotano factory in Ocotol, Nicaragua. This year's production is the largest number of cigars made for one of these limited editions. Price is set at $16 per cigar. Okay. Didn't say really anything about how they taste, but that's what I'm here for, right? Let's do this. Oh, that's nice. Whew. Guys, it's been a long week. Man. When the sunshine hits and the 70-degree weather comes, I run non-stop. And I just beat myself to death trying to get projects done. And this year is no exception to the rule. So I'm tired, but I'm here. And that cigar is like a cozy, warm blanket for my soul right now. Very nice. I suppose you want to know like what it tastes like and such. Okay. Cedar. Obviously very dark. Stout. So preconceived notions, you know. I would immediately think Maduro, which we're in that family. Cedar forward. Has some of that chocolatiness that a Maduro would have. Has a little bit of that spice, baking spice perhaps. Hint of sweetness creeping in. Sweetness is expanding. Kind of like a cane sugar, which goes really good with that pure cacao or cocoa. I've said it before, but kind of like those round chocolates you can get. They're Mexican chocolate, I believe. And it's just, I believe it's just cacao nibs, maybe in a mortise and pestle with some raw cane sugar. And it's crunchy from the sugar. Very reminiscent of that. Very reminiscent of that. Sweetness. The sweetness is still on my palate, which is very unusual. Very, very unusual. Outside of a sweetened cigar, very unusual. Goes well. So it's a good combination. Cedar. Little hint of baking spices, hint caramel, sweetness, cacao. Balanced. So it's not just a singular sweeter cigar, more delicate cigar. It has characteristics with the cedar that kind of take you somewhere else first. Even now, it's almost like a, what is that? I don't want to say that. Okay, what is that? Heath bar? Guys, I've been out of the candy game for at least 20, 25 years. I had a raving candy addiction as a child. And I had to cut that off at some point. But caramel, toffee, chocolate is still, even now, in the palate. So hot off the presses. Haven't seen these anywhere. Must be nice to be in New York, Brandon. Could you imagine the cigar shops in New York City? Oh my gosh. I could not imagine what is at your fingertips in that city. That would be nice. That would be nice. I don't have that luxury. Boy, that's interesting. That is interesting. Very sweet. Very sweet. Almost syrupy sweet. Chocolatey. Sweet. The cedar, guys, normally, if you know me, you know I hate cedar. But this is something I can get behind. It just goes so well with the sweetness and the chocolate. It goes so well. And it brings a dimension that I am not used to. And it brings a really linear experience to something that usually stands out disproportionately. And I'm really here for it. Even the smoke coming off is very pleasant. Man, it's almost like this is the chocolate cake of cigars. The chocolate cake of cigars. Rich, decadent, sweet, frosting sweet. Chocolatey frosting. Totally. Was not expecting that. Really wasn't. And all of a sudden we have a fullness coming. Like more of that baking chocolate that kind of draws your palate out with more acidity, more of those low tones of chocolate, the earthiness, and really starting to draw out that richness, not just a punch of sweetness up front, but drawn out richness. And the cedar is just weaving in and out of this thing pretty darn well. Wow. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm not the biggest Guy Fieri fan. For whatever reason, I'm just not a fan. Okay, don't hate me because of it. Him and I have somewhat similar backgrounds, and I just don't. He's not my favorite guy. I don't have anything against him. Maybe it's the hair. I know he's real down to earth. I know that. I have no reason to dislike him at all, but I do. Sorry, but he makes a darn good cigar. And I know he likes cigars, and I know he likes muscle cars, which I love. I love cars. I don't know. I don't think I'm jealous. I've done everything pretty much I want to do in my life. I don't know. That's all I got on that subject. I wish him the best. I wish him the very best. Success upon success. I just don't want to sit around and watch him talk about food all day. I just don't. That's where I'm at with that. But the cigar is great. Great. One of the best Maduros I've had, to be honest with you. Now, a totally different cigar than the Triple Maduro. When we're entering cedar and chocolate, I feel like that is a different kind of Maduro. I don't want a chocolatey, like the Camacho Triple Maduro, I don't think is really super chocolatey. I just think it's like powerful. Totally different, but Really good. Really good. Reminds me somewhat of those Punch Diablos, the Christmas cigar. And, but better. Better. It really is. It's just really good. Very sweet. So sweet. Amazing how they pull that from their blend. And I do really like the construction. I like the odd size. It's just all around unique. It really is. Um, it's constructed great. Burns great. It draws great. Not really any oil on the wrapper. Not really any flavor to the wrapper on the lips. It's just so rich in cocoa, chocolate, cane sugar, cedar. And I'm telling you, this is probably the best experience I've ever had with cedar, because it pairs so perfectly with this sweetness and chocolate. Perfectly. Even the smoke coming off the cigar, going up my nose, is pleasant. It is pleasant. No bitterness, no bitter aftertaste. It's only sweet. You could maybe fool me that this is a flavored cigar. Truly. It is just that sweet. Very balanced. Up front, it's all cedar, especially on the nose. But then it's really an aftertaste, the sweetness. It really, 90% of it is in the aftertaste. You exhale, and then it's just a very, very high, faint but intense sweetness. Almost, I hate to say this, but almost like an artificial sweetener. And you drink that soda or whatever, you iced tea or something, you put those packets of yellow or orange packets or pink in there, and it's just a punch of sweetness after the consumption. And this really, it just comes at the end of the exhale, and it stays there. It's still there. And that with it is the chocolate, caramel, nougat, cane sugar. It's very interesting. Oh, probably would go amazing with this chocolate cold brew, which I've never even tried. It's been sitting on my desk for a long time. But it would go great with that. Great. I really like it. I really like it. On my 57th birthday, I want a cigar that makes you want to die inside. I want a cigar that feels like you are fighting a lion in a UFC cage that's declawed and de-toothed. It's still a heck of a fight. You're probably not going to die. You might die. But you will never forget that you were alive in that moment. It's very good. Really is. If you described this cigar to me, I would say, Probably not going to be my favorite. Probably not something I'm really interested in. It's really well done. Really well done. Really well done. Guys, I know I said I was going to make a video outside. I just haven't. I don't know where the tripod thingy is. I don't necessarily just have a chair. All these places I go. Most of the time I don't remember to bring my camera. If I'm using my phone, I gotta set it somewhere so I can light my cigar. And I have to read what the heck's going on with the cigar on my phone. So we're good though. This is good. I need to come to the office at the end of a long day and decompress a little bit. So it's a great excuse to do just that. Almost a little vegetal qualities coming up at the moment on the puff. Kind of like pea pod, peas, that vegetal greenness. Not huge, but it's there. It's the same kind of vegetal characteristic you would get from a greener peanut. But I don't want to use the word peanut because this is not really has anything to do with peanut flavor. Thank goodness. It's just a really good cigar. It really is. It's good. It's a good cigar to relax to. And I normally don't buy those because I don't know. I'm not good at relaxing, I guess. I'm always in go mode. So this is nice. It's really nice. It's just really good. It's just really good. It's consistent. Really hasn't changed at all. Maybe just 5-10% less punchy sweetness that lingers, smoothing out a little bit. Still very cedar up front, still chocolatey. Pleasant on the palate. Pleasant on the palate. Still no bitterness. No, what could I complain about? What do I have to complain about? Nothing. Nothing. Besides the haircut thing, I've got nothing really to complain about here. It's a darn fine cigar. It really is. If you like any of these flavors, man, it's good. It's good. Really good. These are probably some of my least favorite flavors in a cigar. And I almost said, I love this cigar. It's great. It really is. It definitely could have its place in my life. And I don't say that or feel that very often. I'm very picky. And this is nice. It really is. So let's see. On that note, where did I put this band? All right. The Knuckle Sandwich, 57, celebrating Guy Fieri's 57th year on the planet. in stores now. Brought to you by our amazing subscriber friend Brandon here at the Cigar Reviews. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I love all your comments. It's amazing to be in this community. Have a great night. Great day tomorrow. Ciao and arrivederci.